Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you have ever wondered how small shops in your neighborhood, roadside tailors, tiny manufacturing units or even online startups they contribute to India's economy, then this video is for you. Today we are exploring the world of MSMEs, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, the lifeline of India's economy. Let's start with some basic examples. Imagine a local bakery in your town that makes the delicious cakes. They employ 5 people, use basic machines, and they earn a few lakhs in turnover every year. That's a micro enterprise. Now imagine a slightly bigger company that manufactures the plastic bottles and supplies them to various cities. That's a small enterprise. Now picture a medium sized textile company that exports garments to other countries and employs over 100 workers. That's a medium enterprise. So the government has its old definition and then they have revised and now they have a new definition. So the government defines these categories based on the investment in machinery and the annual turnover, how much money the business earns in a year. And according to the latest definition, the micro, there is a change in the investment limit. Like now for micro enterprises it is 2.5 cr. For small enterprises the investment limit is 25 crore, and for medium enterprises the limit is 125 crore. Now there is also a change in the turnover limit. Now the micro enterprises limit is changed from 5 crore to 10 crore, and for small enterprises it is 50 crores to 100 crore, and for medium enterprises it is 250 crores to 500 crore. Now why MSMEs are important for India? What is the performance of MSMEs in Indian economy? Now let's get to the interesting part. First is contribution of GDP, or also the job creation or employment contribution, and there's regional equality, etc. India has over 5.93 crore registered MSMEs, and they employ more than 25 crore people. That's almost 2 out of every 5 working Indians. Then GDP contribution, MSMEs contribute around 29% of India ka GDP and about 45% of the total industrial production. They are literally the backbone of economic activity in both cities and the rural areas. Then did you know that MSMEs create 4 times more jobs per rupee of investment than large factories? That means if you invest 1 crore in an MSME, it generates much more employment than investing in the same in the big corporation. Then there is regional equality, that is the large scale industries, they generally locate near the source of raw materials. So the, like for example, iron steel industry, paper industry, cement industry, coal industry, they are concentrated in few states of the country. Now if you see the gender and social inclusion, in gender wise employment 24% are females and 76% of the workers are male. And then it around about 20% of the, and further about, if you see the about 20% of the MSMEs, they are owned by women, and 80% of the registered MSMEs are owned by males. And another one is the share of MSMEs gross value added in India's GDP. So in recent years, if you look into the graph, the sector has displayed remarkable resilience, with its share in the country's GDP has increased from 27.3%, which was there in 2020-21, to 29% in 2021-22, and now it is 30.1% in 2022-23, highlighting its growing role in national economic output. Then if you see that overall approximately 66.5% of the micro units, they are owned by the socially backward group like SC, ST and OBCs. Then in rural areas, if you talk about almost 73.67% of MSMEs, they are owned by socially backward groups. Then in gender wise, we have already discussed that 80% of the MSMEs are owned by males and 20% are owned by females. Now look at the export number. Around 40% of the total exports of the country are from the MSME sector. So more than 93% जो भी आपका MSME का export होता है उसमें से 93% of that particular MSME exports, it consists of the non-traditional items such as ready-made garments, processed foods, leather products, sports and jams and jewelries. Then they need to continuously update themselves, like in terms of technology they have to keep themselves updated in the change in demands, what are the emergence of the new markets, etc. If you look at the growth of MSME exports over a graph, if you see that they have shown a substantial growth, rising from 3.95 lakh crore in 2020-21 to 12.939 lakh crore in 2024-25. So that the number of exporting MSMEs has also surged. Okay, so if you see, there's a 3x increase in the number. Now there are the challenges which the MSMEs face. First, MSMEs, they face over the there's a limited access to finance, there's a difficulty in obtaining necessary funds for their operations, and if you see, there's a limited access to credit. Only 17% of the total industrial loans, they go to the MSMEs, while big industries, they get the remaining 83%. And if you see the digital divide that exists, only 6% of the MSMEs, they use e-commerce or they sell online. In today's digital world, that's a huge gap. And then there is many still use outdated machinery and they lack a proper training. So it shows the technology and the skill gap, which the challenges which are faced by the MSMEs. Now so how is the government helping? So the government has launched several initiatives to support and to boost this sector. First is Pradhan Mantri Employment, or the Prime Minister Employment Generation Program. It started in 2008. It helps people to start their own small businesses, and it gives employment opportunities in rural as well as urban areas, so that they can start their own enterprises. And it also leads to reduced migration to urban areas, because now they have opportunity in their rural areas itself, and it increases the wage earning capacity of the artisans. Now second one is the credit linked capital subsidy scheme. It offers a 15% subsidy to MSMEs for upgrading the old technology, and it started in October 1 2000. Then there's another scheme called as Aspire, a scheme for promotion of innovation, rural industry and entrepreneurship. So the government of India, it launched it in 2015, and it promotes the startups for innovation and entrepreneurship in rural and agricultural based industries, and it set up a network of technology incubation centers to accelerate entrepreneurship. Now there is another scheme called as Furti, which is scheme of fund for a regeneration of traditional industries, and it's launched in 2005. It makes the traditional industries more productive, more competitive by organizing the traditional industries and artisans into clusters, and it revamped in 2015. And there are three type of clusters. For example, heritage clusters, major clusters and mini clusters. And mini clusters is up to 500 artisans, major clusters is include 500 to 1000 artisans, and for heritage clusters it is 1000 to 2500 artisans. Now the another scheme called as Vishwakarma scheme, it is very important scheme as it is a newly launched scheme, almost a government scheme launched to support artisans and the craft persons in India. It is announced in the budget 2023-24 and it officially launched on September 17, 2023. It is a fully funded by the government of India with an initial outlay of rupees 13,000 crore for 2023-24 to 2027 to 28. इसमें there is a registered artisans that receive a 5-day basic training program, and if they opt for it they get a collateral free credit support to enhance their livelihood. Now what are the other initiatives launched in Union Budget 2025-26? First is the credit guarantee cover for micros and small enterprises enhanced from 5 crore to 10 crore. Now there is a new fund of funds of rupees 10,000 crore to be set up for the startups. Then there is an export promotion mission to facilitate easy access to export credit and support MSMEs to tackle non-tariff measures in overseas market. There is a 10 lakh MSME credit cards to be launched with 5 lakh limit each. Now if you have to give your conclusion in your exam or in your answer writing, you can write this beautiful paragraph. Let's wrap this up. So MSMEs are not just small businesses, they are the job creators, innovators, exporters and the foundation of rural and inclusive growth. But they need easier access to loans, better training and technology, digital transformation and supportive government policies. A stronger MSME ecosystem will make India's economy more resilient, more inclusive and more globally competitive. So what can we do? If you're a student, learn about this sector. It could be it could help in your answer writing to enhance your better understanding, and you can score better marks in if you're preparing for UPSC. This will be a very helpful it could be a further point for you. So thank you so much for watching. If you found this useful, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much. You can drop your thoughts in the comment section and let me know what you want me to explain the next. Thank you so much.